Is it possible to turn a 2.5-hour musical into a shorter, far better version? Let's find out. Hey guys, welcome back to TJB Entertainment, and I'm so happy to have you back this Sunday afternoon. Absolutely divine! In today's episode, I'm going to be taking you through my process on how I turned Charlie and the Chocolate Factory into Charlie in concert. So, as I stated in the intro, can you turn a 2.5-hour musical into a shorter, far better version? And yes, you can. And that's what I did with Charlie. I turned it from its revolting, long, badly written version to something far better. Now, obviously, I don't want this is all just opinions, first of all. It's all opinionated. This is not fact. I just do not want anyone going, I said this, I said that, you're wrong. No, I'm just telling you what I think because this show means a lot and I just wanted it to be better and look better and sound better, so that's what I did. Okay, so please just don't get the shits, alright? So Charlie in Concert was performed on the 17th of March at my school in our wonderful theatre, and it was a night to remember. It was truly magnificent. I directed it, I produced it, I even MD'd a bit of it, I choreographed a little bit of it. It was amazing. So you're probably wondering, Tim, how did you do it? Well, that's what this video is going to explain. So, what happened? Well, last year in about October, I said to my head of performing arts, at the time it was Mr. Michael O'Keefe, and I said to him, hey Mark, I want to turn Charlie and the Chocolate Factory into a concert version and perform it next year somewhere around March or April. Side note, for anyone who doesn't know what a concert version is, just go look at the Les Mis concert version, which was for their 10th anniversary. I'll put a link in down below. It's amazing. So he said, awesome, if you can get me a script, if you can get me a cast, rehearsal schedule, it's all yours. So what I did is I went to YouTube, the wonderful site that allows you to view anything, and I looked up Charlie and the Chocolate Factory bootleg. Now, what is a bootleg? Well, it is very, very illegal, but it's amazing. So what happens is that someone goes in to see a show and they film it and put it online for the world to see. Thank God, because I do not have $1,000 to go to America to see this show, so see it in the comfort of my own home. So yes, I went to YouTube and I found a bootleg of the show. What you then have to do is write out the entire show. As you are doing this, keep in mind that you are going to need to cut things because you're going to be shortening it down. Cut things. You need to cut. You also need to cut songs. So as I was typing away for this script, I'm thinking, I don't need this scene. It's not important. Get it out. That's what I did. Then I'm listening to the soundtrack and I'm going, this song is not necessary for story. Get it out. And so that's what I did as I was writing it. I was going through cutting things, rewriting lines, just making it sure that it was short and simple. And I wanted it to be around an hour and 15, and we got it to there. So after you've done that, you obviously need to proofread it multiple times, and I did not proofread it, and the cast gave me a lot of slack for that, but it was hilarious because they're like, Tim, what's this word? I said, that word's meant to be chocolate, but it turned out to be bocklet. Yep. So, once that's done, and you've proofread it, you then print it out and you get it into a gorgeous bind like this. It's wonderful. And you obviously then have to cast your show, because someone needs to perform this. So I casted a wonderful group of people, a wonderful ensemble, and they were all dedicated. Every single one of them was phenomenal. If we did this show as a proper big stage musical with sets, costumes, this cast are wonderful, and I loved every single one of them who were in this show. It was amazing to work with every single one of them, and I am so grateful for them. They were just absolutely phenomenal. Once your cast has been cast, you then obviously need to do a script to read through with your leads. So I got all my leads together and we read through the entire show, and they loved it. They thought it was really good, and from there rehearsals began. In January I got all the cast together with the ensemble and we learnt the songs. We learnt Candyman, Augustus Gloop, Veruca Crissolt's Nutcracker Suite, and Vidiots. And they loved it. They enjoyed it. They really liked singing Augustus Gloop. it is quite demonic, and it has Oompa Loompa at the beginning, and it was great. And we all kind of worked as a production team, which was really good because then we could start feeding ideas off one another. So like one of our dancers, Larissa, who played Veruca, said, I've got this idea, let's try and do this. I went, awesome, let's do that. So it was really good to work off one another. Side note, I should say that we also got a pianist throughout our rehearsal period, and his name is Jem Sherwill, and I just need to say that Jem is a gem. So I said to Jem, I want this stuff done, I want it written like this, can you also kind of like write an overture kind of thing, do some underscoring here? And he went, awesome. And obviously I organised a backstage crew of 3 people, and they acted like a team of 50. They were very good. Kira was an amazing stage manager, and her team that she had together was just phenomenal. So we had 2 more rehearsals left. One rehearsal was without Jem, and I kind of had a bit of a panic that day, and I was going a bit crazy. I was like, this isn't going to work. But I mean, every director has that. When they're doing a show, they kind of get to their last rehearsal and they're like, this is not working, this is garbage, this is rubbish, we're not doing this, this is not going to work. Which kind of means the show is going to work and it's going to be good. For example, Andrew Lloyd Webber had that moment when Cats was about to open. He came through, running through the Theatre Royal, I think that's where it was, and he's like, no, this is the worst thing I've ever performed, done. The show turns out to be a hit, and that's Cats we're talking about. Good Lord. So that day was just kind of like, I went home that night thinking, oh dear, oh dear. And the next day came round, and that's when we had Jem, and we had the full backstage crew there. Everything ran smoothly. Everything just went wonderfully. People were working with the music, backstage were doing really well. We had our lighting and sound team in. It all just clicked. And after that day, I kind of was like, we're good now. We're in a good spot. Monday night came. We didn't have any rehearsals. It was kind of the day off the cast. Tuesday night came the performance night. I had the jitters, I will be honest. I was very nervous about how the audience would respond to it, how the cast were going to feel, were there going to be any problems, and there were no problems. There was absolutely no problems at all. The audience loved it. They really enjoyed it. There was laughs every second. Like the grandparents, the dialogue between them was hysterical. I made sure when I wrote out this script that dialogue had to land. It had to be hilarious, funny, and any scene that happened within the factory, absolutely hilarious. Again, audience would just laugh at the smallest of things, like when Jeremy came on, who's a squirrel, just came onto my shoulder, and I'm like, hey Jeremy, and he's like, Rah! Audience would laugh. It was funny. We even had Oompa Loompas. We made up some Oompa Loompas just for some fun. They came on when we did the main big Oompa Loompa song. We had squirrels for Veruca's Nutcracker Suite. It was a great night. And I can't thank Mr. Michael O'Keefe enough for supporting me. The cast, who were amazing. Everyone who helped out was just phenomenal. I will remember this for the rest of my life. Many of the kids in the cast are actually asking, is there going to be another one next year for school? And I was thinking, I'm not sure, I don't know. And still to this day, I don't know if there will be one. There might be, there might not be. So, you never know. Anything can happen if you let it. Well, there you have it. Another episode of TJB Entertainment has come to an end. I hope you enjoyed that little video session about how I turned my favourite musical into something that I can definitely say I'm proud of, and it was an amazing time, so thank you. For anyone who wants to see that show, I will definitely put a link to it down below, and enjoy that at your own time. It's hilarious. Watch it with your family, your friends. It's funny, and you'll enjoy it. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment. All of these things will definitely help my channel grow, and I would really like your guys' support. So thank you so much, and I will see you next Sunday for another episode of TJB Entertainment. Timothy Bland signing out.
Yeah.